Lily Bloom thought she was finally free of her past. Until love, violence, and memory collided, forcing her to make the hardest decision of her life. Here's the spoiler-filled summary in just a few minutes. Lily has just buried her father, the revered mayor of Plethora, Maine. To everyone else, he was a pillar of the community. But Lily knew the truth. Behind closed doors, he was abusive. A man who beat her mother, over and over. A man Lily could never forgive, even in death. After the funeral, she escapes back to Boston. She climbs onto a rooftop, desperate for air and silence, anything to clear her head. And that's where she meets him, Ryle Kincaid, a neurosurgeon with ambition, edge, and a secret temper. He's handsome, sharp, and not interested in relationships, only quick, clean encounters. But on that rooftop, they connect, not with romance, but with raw honesty. They share naked truths. She tells him about her abusive father. He tells her about the young boy who died in his operating room that day because of a loaded gun left in a bedroom drawer. They open up. They get close. Then, just as quickly, he's gone. 6 months pass. Lily leaves her marketing job and takes a bold risk. She opens her dream flower shop in an abandoned storefront. That's when Elisa walks in, stylish, funny, and full of ideas. She becomes Lily's first employee and fast friend. Turns out, Elisa is also Ryle's sister, which is how Lily and Ryle meet again. This time, the chemistry doesn't fizzle, it ignites. He tells her he's changed his mind, that she's different, that maybe he's ready for more, and so begins their whirlwind romance. He's intense, passionate, brilliant, and despite his past resistance, Ryle falls hard. Lily lets herself fall too. They grow close, share secrets. He's gentle with her mostly, but there are flashes, hints of something darker under the surface. Then, Lily sees someone she never expected to see again, Atlas Corrigan. Her first love. He was homeless when she met him, living in the abandoned house behind her childhood home. She was 15, he was 17, and she helped him with food, clothes, kindness. What started as quiet friendship blossomed into something more. Atlas made her feel safe, wanted, seen. But her father found out, beat Atlas severely, and threatened to report him. One day, Atlas vanished, joining the Marines and breaking Lily's heart in the process. Now, all these years later, he walks into her flower shop, older, stronger, and just as gentle. They don't speak much, but Ryle notices. He sees Atlas's name in her phone, and that's when everything begins to unravel. One night, in a burst of jealous rage, Ryle hits Lily. It happens fast. 1 second, they're laughing, the next, he's slamming her against a cabinet. Her head is bleeding. She's stunned and terrified. He cries, begs, says it was an accident, that it will never happen again. And Lily forgives him because she wants to believe him, because he's not her father, because she loves him. They move forward. He proposes. She says yes, but the cracks only grow deeper. The second time Ryle hurts her, it's worse. He finds a photo of Atlas on her phone, something she'd forgotten was even there. This time, there's no accident, no confusion. He physically assaults her, traps her, threatens her, and she knows in that moment, the man she loves is also a man who could destroy her. She escapes, and this time, she tells Elisa the truth about everything. Elisa is devastated, but she believes Lily. She helps her hide from Ryle, helps her breathe again, helps her find strength. Lily stays with Atlas for a few nights. He's kind, respectful, still deeply in love with her, but he doesn't push. He simply listens, supports her. Then another twist. Lily finds out she's pregnant. The father? Ryle. She's stunned, scared, but ultimately determined. She refuses to return to him. When Ryle finds out about the baby, he's torn, angry, then desperate. He tries to prove he can change, be better, be a father. And for a moment, Lily hesitates. Maybe he could change. Maybe the violence was an exception, not the rule. But she remembers the cycle. Her mother's bruises, the silent dinners, the promises that were always broken. She makes a decision. She'll let Ryle be a father, but from a distance. There will be no second chances for their relationship. She gives birth to a daughter, names her Emerson, after Ryle's beloved brother who died young. She lets Ryle hold the baby, watch her, love her, and then she asks him the question that seals everything. If our daughter came to you one day, bruised and broken, what would you tell her to do? Ryle breaks, because he knows the answer, and Lily knows hers. She tells him it ends with her, not for herself, but for their daughter. For every girl who deserves better. For every woman who stayed too long. For every child watching behind a closed door. And Ryle finally lets her go. In the final scene, Lily meets Atlas again. Days after the birth, she walks into his restaurant trembling, nervous, and says just one line, "You can stop swimming now, Atlas. We finally reached the shore." And with that, she chooses peace, safety, love, but more than anything, she chooses herself, because this story isn't just about falling in love, it's about breaking the cycle, it's about courage, the kind that doesn't look loud or brave, but shows up when no one's watching, and it's about how sometimes walking away is the most powerful kind of love there is.